coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. That one complete to Jalen Lane. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Washington.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big play there for Washington. 33 yards. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season.
Next makes the score. Commanders 7. Browns 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Marcus Jones now to return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Third and short. Here's Dart. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield by McBride. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. He'll go right and find his running back, and he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
Let's go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to throw. The throw here is complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Washington.
At the 13-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. Second down.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
It's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. Sly now for the point out. It's up and through. The Commanders will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Browns, nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll run forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The gun, it's dark. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Okay, ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Drive will start on the ground, and a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. We are through 1. 28-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Hawk 7. 19 Lions.
On a run with the former Buckeye, Quinshawn Judkins. And you'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Shotgun. It's dark. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here he goes.
On second down, Dart. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? Following the penalty, they'll run it. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Take go.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Past the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A big play there for Washington. 54 yards.
And we've talked about how man coverage can be really good when defending the pass. But, Mike, the flip side of that is it actually can make things a little more challenging trying to defend the run. Those second, third level defenders, they tend to have their back turns to the backfield. So by the time they realize what's happening, he's already on his way downfield.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Ready? Bronco 80. Go.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack.
He's got his big tight end. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Washington. Show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Following the touchdown, here's Slye to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Dart. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Dart. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Second and 10.
70 ring. Here we go. Go.
Here's Dart. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the year.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Dart. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that is not for the worst. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Let's go now.
handoff here, up the middle. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Alert, push, alert, push. Ready, go.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Set up.
Now a run on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Ronnie Hickman is there on the stop.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll give on the ground, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Ready.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ready. 60 equals 60.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Brings up 4th down and 1. Joey Sly on for the Commander field goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Joey Sly is on for the Washington field goal try.
18-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Jones now on the return.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down, Browns.
Ready.
The tight end motioning left here. And the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately for him, he's able to get back on it, but it will go down as a loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Yellow. Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Out of the gun, Gabriel. He's got a man. It's Bannon. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gabriel. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10.
That's another Browns.
Here we go.
First down.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 38 yards.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He pulls it in around the 5. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Cleveland. The PAT up and good. And the Browns cut into the lead a little bit.
Browns 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Let's go.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 7. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game. But at least defensively, it gives them something positive to build off of. Because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Escaping to his left. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gabriel. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Quan Martin.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
Hiking 18.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. That That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning way.